What's going on, peeps? It is good to see you guys again. Thanks for tuning in. So, I'm gonna let everybody get on here, and we're gonna talk about a couple things today, which I'm excited about. First off is swim baits, man. I'm a big swim baiter. So far, I can't lie, like I'm getting used to it. Doing a lot of reading. That's why I say I'm a big swim baiter because I've been doing a lot of reading. I'm starting to buy some of the baits. Now it's just all about practicing, getting my skill set right, and really just getting used to using those baits. And also, we're gonna talk about post tournament. Let you guys actually truly know like what went down, what's my thoughts as far as bass fishing tournaments, because that was really my first major bass fishing tournament, so it was pretty much new to me. What's going on, man? I'm gonna give a shout out to a couple people we got on here so far. What's up, Peyton Hicks? What's going on, Jason Vlogs and Gaming? Good to have you here. Yeah, if you have any questions, just fire away, guys, and I'll be happy to answer them. It makes this whole thing a whole lot better if I got questions. What's going on, Fly Fishing Ninja? That's a pretty crazy name. I like that one. Yeah, so if you had a question, like I said, just holler at me, and I'll be happy to answer it. First off, for us fishing a tournament, it is completely different, guys. I was super excited and somewhat nervous at the same point in time. I was fishing my baits too fast, man. Not slowing down and fishing the way that I know I can. And I kind of understand why I hear guys say, man, I was killing them before the tournament. And when the tournament happened, I just can't catch them. Well, a lot of times I think of, with me is like I was just fishing differently than what I normally fish. Like I wasn't being patient. Man, I was working the worm like crazy fast, man. I don't even know if I was going to hit the bottom. So nerves kind of got the best of me. Fishing as a co-angler is different too. Fishing at the back of the boat, having to cast at weird angles. You can't really cast side on without knocking out the actual boater. And sometimes actually this fishing in a completely different place with different circumstances with a different angler. This is completely different. So let me answer one of these questions, guys, as we move along. Let's see. All right, can we meet up one day at the lake and I help catch some big bass on Bed at Jefferson? I saw you yesterday fishing over there. Yeah, what's going on, Peyton? Let's see, can we meet up? I may try to go to Jefferson City Lake Sunday morning. I do have to work, um, but you can hit me up on Instagram at Atypical Outdoors, and we could talk a little bit more about maybe meeting up one of these days. I truly think Sunday is going to be one of the best days for bed fishing because you have a full moon approaching. So on full moons, they actually get on bed a lot more, and they tend to be a whole lot more aggressive. So yeah, if you have any questions, guys, give me a holler, man. Give me a thumbs up if you're there also too. So, and thanks guys for all the support so far I have received from the channel. I really enjoy it. You know, I put a lot of work into it, and I just really appreciate it. So, what's going on, Raymond? Hey man, you already know, man. You're always welcome, man. You know that, man. Since day one, man. You've been actually one of the first people I actually had fish in the video with me, and actually introduced me to the Area 19 baits. So, but yeah, guys, tournament fishing was different. I think, far as me, I think I would love to do one of the big bass tournaments. I like throwing big baits, and I like chasing big fish. Far as other things with tournaments, man, I have to get used to is being fast. You have to actually hit multiple spots fairly quickly. And if you fish a worm, that's a really slow technique. You have to use like a lot of search baits, find the fish, and then kind of work that area more thorough. Let's see, fishing with Colton. What's going on, man? I saw your tournament fishing video. Me and my buddy are thinking about getting some tournaments. Hey, man, good luck, man. I hope you really enjoy it. Like, it's pretty fun. It's completely different. It's exciting at the same time. It's nerve-wracking. And you have to try to really get on the fish. Find some baits that you're truly confident in and stick with them. And don't be afraid to try things out. If you're fishing with another buddy, in the beginning, I would say make sure that he uses one bait and you use a different type of bait. That way you can figure out what the fish truly want, and then at that point, dial it in and hopefully catch you a big girl and win that tournament, get that check. That's what it's all about. All right. Another question for Peyton. Okay, I got a new swim bait today. It's the 820 3.5. Let me finish reading this question, guys. Let me see. Male bluegill, will that work at Jefferson City Lake? Yes. The reason why he's asking about a particular lake, guys, is it's one of the spots that I fish a whole lot. It has some bed fishing fish on bed right now at the current point in time. But these beds are actually surrounded by bluegills, and you can throw a jig in there, you can throw a fluke in there, but the fish really don't respond to them. I mean, it is massive bluegills. I'm throwing a 6-inch swim bait, and it's bluegills swimming by even bigger. So at that particular spot, traditional bed fishing is a challenge. You actually have to have like a swim bait that resembles the actual bluegill. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I have been doing to target some of these bigger bass. And I was fortunate to catch a monster on Sunday. So you guys look forward to that video coming out on Wednesday. Let's see, I got one more question. Let's get into this one. What's going on, Kenny? Black and blue buzzbait might have been good for the tourney. Absolutely, man. Black and blue is a proven color. I actually think too, right before nightfall, I could have killed them with that black and blue bait, man, the buzz bait. The bite was really great when we got there, probably around 7 p.m. Up to when it got night. At nighttime, it turned off, and I think that was probably due to colder weather and the fish, you know, being a little bit warmer in the water prior to it being nighttime. So let me get into this next question. When will you post a video from yesterday? Sorry about asking all these questions. Nah, you good, man. Ask away, man. On Wednesday, I plan to post that catch where I caught that really good fish at. It was pretty cool. It was crazy, man, because it was just me. My homeboy wasn't there, so I had to wrestle that big fish in. Fortunately, thank God, I didn't break any rods, didn't break anything else, and I landed the fish. Almost didn't land it, but I got it in. The hook stayed on, and I actually bent out the hooks on one of my swim baits. So it was a good sized fish. So yeah, guys, if you have any more questions, fire it away. So I want to get into this new bait that I brought. I'm pretty excited to use it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get into swim baits a little bit more, and I actually work on that top water style of fishing. A lot of my videos, I don't do too much top water fishing. That's something I aim to improve on this year. You should see me throwing buzz baits more often. Thanks for hooking me up, Kenny. You also see me using a rat for our swim baits, like spook type baits, and also frogs. I mean, I'm gonna be real, guys. I have never caught a fish on a frog. Isn't that crazy? So this year, I aim to be using some frogs. So if you guys have any great suggestions on frogs to use, I'm all ears. Just let me know. So top water is one thing on this channel that I hope to bring. Let's see, another question for Peyton. What are your thoughts on the white Z-Man chatterbait? Man, that is a staple. I love the white man chatterbait. White Z-Man chatterbait. I actually had a fish break me off last week on the white Z-Man chatterbait. That's one of my favorite baits to throw. It's a great time for it with the water warming up, and then spraying. You can absolutely kill them, especially with dirty water. Decoto, let's see, what's good? Good to see you, man. Thanks for having you in the house. Let's see, Stanley Ribbit, #1. All right, thanks, Kenny. I definitely look into it, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be working on top water this year, and it's so exciting to see a fish blow up, man. And just slurp the bait down, either just smash it. It's an adrenaline rush. So let's get into this first bait. So this is actually a rat from a company called CL8. Let's see. So this thing is pretty massive, guys. So that's CL8 baits. I think out of California, and this one would definitely be something I use on my swim bait rod and reel, because you cannot use this on a regular rod and reel setup. This thing is pretty massive. So let me get into it, kind of give you guys a sample. Like I said, it's legitly pretty big. And this thing should make a lot of noise. It's actually a wake rat. So one of these spots I fish actually have a muskrat in them. I see them moving around, so I know near nighttime and early in the morning, if I throw this bait parallel to the shore, that it can potentially get bit. Let me see. There's a couple more questions, guys. Let me read some of these. Give me a couple seconds. One's for the Vaughn. Let's see. I caught the male one. Big female won't bite. Any suggestions? All right. So the Vaughn actually has a question about bed fishing. He caught the male and he's trying to get the female to bite. I actually, man, patience. Patience. It takes time, man. Make sure you have a a bait that you actually can see in the water. A white bait is good, man. Sometimes having a bait that's kind of big helps. I'm gonna tell you one old school trick. Excuse me. Um, don't snag them though, bro. But you actually can hit a bass in the head with your bait. Like I said, don't snag them. You can hit them in the head and aggravate them. Other thing too, man, jigs work really well with a good sized trailer on them. Some guys do well with the Magnum flukes. That's another bet. But as far as bed fishing, keep it fairly simple. I would say a jig, black and blue. But also, like I said, you can use something that's bright. You want to be able to see where your bait is at. And a lot of times on a bed fish, there's going to be a sweet spot. So play around with it. Sometimes you have to swim it in the bed quickly. Sometimes you have to drag it in the bed. One thing that has worked well for me is once you get it in that bed, just sit there and shake it, man. Shake it. On this last fish I caught, I literally shook it in the bed for 15 minutes straight without moving out of the bed. Fish came in, set the hook too early and lost it. But I came back and got her. So sometimes get it in the bed, sit there, shake it 10-15 minutes. I mean, there's been times where I fished for a bed fish around 2 hours. Now, that depends on if you got something to do that day or how big that fish is. If it's 2 pounds, I'm not fishing for it for 3 hours. But if it's 7 to 10, hey man, as long as I got time, I can sit there for 4 or 5 hours for a 7-pounder. And 10 pounds, I don't know, man. You can chalk up the whole day. Alright, so let's get back into these questions, guys. I'm going to open up this wrap for you guys to see, too. Let's see. What's going on fishing with Big D? Good to have you in the house, man. What's up fishing with Fred? It's good to have you here, man. D. Kodo. That would be good for muskie here. Man, you probably could use this wrap for muskie, man. I want to catch a muskie. The fish are 10,000 casts, right? Those things look epic, man, and I would love to catch one. Let's see, how has fishing been? Man, fishing's been weird, man, here. Just the different cold fronts. I mean, some points in time we would have 80-degree weather, then it would drop down to 50 degrees. I mean, that's 30-degree difference. Right now, the fish are on bed. That cold front does come in and push them back. So, fortunately, I've been off on some good days, so I've been able to catch some good fish. Let's see, Devon. The female got real activated. She swam at my bait 100 miles per hour. So you almost had her, man. Honestly, if she got that activated, I think you probably would have sat there for the next 30 to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour, and getting your bait in that sweet spot and just shaking it there, or either, like I said, hit her in the head. She probably would have bit, man. I think you actually can go back and get her. Don't wait too long because, you know, after a while, they do get off the bed. So as soon as you can get back out there, get out there, man. Let's see. What's going on, Kim? Man, y'all, Kim is a legend out there in Jefferson City Lake, man. That is my guy. You know, I'm learning every day from him. So it's good to have you in the house, Kim. Thanks, Kim. I hope that rat actually catches him, man. Fishing with water. Hey, you can't forget the rain. This rain in Georgia is ridiculous. Man, it is horrible, bro. I mean, it's hard to keep up with it, man. Like, one day your spot is crystal clear or barely muddy. The next day it's blown out, and it's straight up chocolate milk. Georgia weather has been pretty crazy. So, let's get into this rat, guys. To break it down, man. It's pretty cool. The guy who sent the rat actually sent me a letter saying do a review on it. So, I'm actually going to make a YouTube video on this rat, do a full review, and maybe I actually can catch something on it fairly soon. So, let's open it up. So, yeah, guys, this is a grown man bait. This thing is big. So, that's to give you an example of how big that bait is. Let's see, I'm going to put my hand up so you can kind of do a comparison. My hand is probably about 7 to 8 inches. Look at that. As you can hear, man, this thing is going to go through the water column, top of the water column, and just pop back and forth, and that wood hitting together. This is a wood bait. It's gonna make tons of noise. So this dude should get bit. Now, if you was to order this bait, guys, this is actually the baby muskrat. This is not even the full size. So I don't even know how big the full size one would be. I mean, the tail on this bait is literally probably 9 inches. So this thing should be disgusting. So I'm gonna be throwing it on my Swimbait rod and reel setup. And I actually have some coke polymer put on it. I think 25-pound P-line CXX. It's going to be what I'm going to be using. So this thing should be pretty solid. It should do work, hopefully. and it's a massive bait. So I think right before night and early in the mornings. And like I said, it's a weight bait. So I'm excited to use that one. And like I said, it's a big, big bait. I mean, I'm guessing it probably weighs 6 ounces. So I'm gonna get a workout on this, but hopefully we catch a fish of a lifetime on it. So let's put this back in here. And it actually comes with another tail too, in case your tail gets messed up on this rat. So I'm excited to use this one. All right. Muskie. Yeah, man. Like I need to catch one of those muskies. What's going on, the Crusader? Let's see. What kind of fish do you catch? Let's see. What kind of fish do you catch with that shark? Man, this is for bass, man. I'm going after those trophies. I'm trying to get that 10 pound out of that teener. Now, I would love to catch one of the top 50 biggest fish in Georgia, but that would take 15 pounds. So that might be like a lifetime achievement type deal. So I like throwing big baits though. Hey, what's going on, Van? Good to have you, man. Hope all is well, man. I saw you caught a decent sized fish too, man. Let's see. Yeah, the one. I think it's pretty cool, man. I just hope that I don't cast it off. I pray to God I don't cast it off. Let's see. Kind of reading through these comments, guys. The Crusader, yeah, it's pretty big, man. Like I said, I think probably in total it's 11 to 12 inches, and it probably weighs 6 ounces. But I do have a swimbait rod. Kim, I have got to see you fish that rat. I know, man. It's gonna be pretty epic. So hopefully it gets bit, man. Let's see, Van. How much did you pay for that rat? Probably too much, bro. It wasn't cheap, man. This rat actually cost $80, man. So that's why I say, man, hopefully I don't cast it off, man. It's expensive when you get the swim baits. I mean, you got to pay the cost. In the swim bait world, that's not even expensive when you get into baits like the depth 250, you know, and some of your more high-end baits, which get in that $500 price range. Let's see. If you lose it, you better swim for it. You right, man. I'm going out there, man. I can't lose that, man. Fishing with Fred. Let's see. Let me read this comment and see what you got, man. Plan to do any future collabs? Would love to shoot one with you. Fishing Fred, where you at, man? I do plan on doing some collabs. My homeboy Hook 'em in the Mouth Fishing. I want to meet up with him and do one down in Florida. You know, I love fishing in Florida. They have the big girls. Probably meet up with my homeboy Michael Clifton. The guy who makes my custom baits, a good friend of mine, Area 19. We're supposed to meet up and fish for smallmouths in fall. And then also I want to get up with my buddy and do a video actually in South Carolina. So hopefully it works out. It's a lot of trips. It can get expensive. I may have to do like some low-end hotels or try to make things work some type of way. But, you know, I'm trying to do whatever it takes to make things work. And I love fishing with other people and getting different ideas on how to fish. Oh, yes. Roman mothers are stupid expensive. I think I will hold my breath every time I cast those. Those things are $500, man, for a swim bait. That is crazy. I don't even have a setup that's worth $500. Let's see. Kim said that is a good deal for that rat. Yeah, man, it's really cool. It's actually wooden. So, and I know it's probably gonna get big. I just have to dedicate the time to actually fish it and learn how I want to fish it. And it's a weight bait, so I'm excited. I have to throw it in there. You know, lay down as a parallel to the bank. Got one more bag, guys, to check it out. Let's see. Kenny said the smallmouth are fire here right now. I saw Kenny has been killing smallmouths. Let's see. No doubt I can put you on them. Sounds like a plan, man. We gotta make it happen. All right, so with all these nice baits, guys, I just really needed something to put these swim baits in. So let's get into this. I got tired of like just throwing them in my tackle bag and just getting them stuck onto everything. So saw a couple guys use these, so I figured I'd get one since I'm getting more into swim baits. So what it is, guys, is the I Surrender. It's a bait package. Let's get this opened up. So as you see, that's it, man. You can actually put your swim baits in each one of these compartments. I think this is the small edition one. So I can put my rat in here. I have a bull bluegill. I also have the Gantrail. and I have a couple HUDs that I actually want to use and put in these. Like I said, man, you pay for these nice baits. Like I want to keep up with them and keep them in nice condition. That way I can just put it in my tackle bag and I won't have to worry about it. So this should come in clutch. And just so you guys can see, this is the ass cylinder. So it should really help me out as far as organization. I'm not the most organized guy, but this would be clutch. This will throw all my baits in. I'm actually looking at another glad bait by this guy called 765 Hooks. He makes some really cool crappie looking baits. I'm out of Georgia. We have a lot of crappie here in bluegill, so I know his crappie baits will get bit. I think the one that I'm looking at for him is like a 10-inch bait. So, like I said, this should be solid. This should help me with some organization because I'm not the most organized guy, unfortunately. All right. And the other thing I actually needed too, guys, were these that I actually can put on my hooks as far as the swim baits to keep everything organized and together. You know, because sometimes when you just throw like your baits, like lipless crankbaits inside your tackle box, the hooks can attach to things. So actually I can put these on the hooks, if you can see, to keep everything nice and organized and keep it from snagging up. Let's see what Fishing with Fred says. I want to shoot one with someone from a totally different spot, state. Let's see. I'm trying to finish reading this question. Using the same bait, getting two different perspectives, one situation and lure. I think it would be a great video. Excuse me, guys. This pollen is almost killing me. But nah, hey man, I'm open to that. That sounds like a great idea. One cool thing about fishing with other people is getting different perspectives. When I actually collab down in Florida, I never fished that type of way through that type of grass and lily pads, like fishing a bait on top of the water, a swim bait. And that was really cool, eye-opening. Brought some ideas for me to actually take back to Georgia and try out. So that was a pretty cool trip also. Let's see, I will see you fish with that rat. I may buy one. I know, man. I think this rat's gonna be pretty cool. I can't wait to try it out. I need to get me like another great reel too for as my swim bait setup. I would love to get a Tranix. PGH bottom feeders. What's up, man? PGH is the guy that y'all guys want to talk to about catfish. He is the man. I need to learn some catfishing skills too. Let's see. Let me read this question right quick, guys. Fishing with Fred. I'll join you guys. Hey, that's cool, guys. Actually, one day I need to do like a big meet and greet. I think that'd be pretty cool, man. Somewhere like Charlie Elliott or either Jefferson City Lake. Just have everybody link up and have a good time. Let's see. Bait Yankee, what's up, man? That's the man himself. Down there in South Georgia catching them big girls and painting baits. Let's see. What's up, Trey? You like bush hog baits? I do, man. I think they're really great baits. It's a time and place for everything. Actually, for bed fishing, that should be great. So I'm definitely a fan of those style baits. Flipping and pitching, those are really great for that too. Let's see. Thanks, man. I really appreciate the kind words. That was PGH. Like, guys, when it comes to catfishing, he is the man. And I gotta do some learning too. If you could, man, actually help me out, man. I need to buy a catfish rod and reel. I'm not looking to spend more than probably $100 for the combo. Or either if I was to piece it together, what would you recommend for around $100 as far as catfish rod and reel? I fish rivers sometimes, but primarily it's going to be lakes and reservoirs. And the biggest catfish I probably have caught is 7 pounds, so nothing massive. So if you can help me out, man, give me a suggestion. Peyton, let's see what you got going on, buddy. What's the biggest bass you caught out of the Jefferson City Lake? Man, I gotta keep secrets, man. I can't tell everything away. But I say it's more than 5 pounds and less than 10 pounds, but it's a really good fish. All right. Next question for Kim. Well, you're going back to just fish with you again. Yeah, Kim, I definitely hit you up, man. I think it's gonna be Sunday morning early because I have to go to work, but the big girls should be out, and I want to catch another big fish. So Sunday morning, Kim, I hit you up. Baiting live. I need a good spinning combo for using in tight spaces with a worm. Good fish spinning combo. A lot of the guys I've been talking to, I said the Fugers are like some of the best spinning reels that you can buy. Kim really recommended them. My buddy Kenny for Area 19 swears by them. So actually my next setup that I'm gonna buy for our spinning is gonna be a figure. That's what I'm gonna go with, and I hear good things about it. And I was actually looking at them before, so probably a figure. The ride kind of depends on you and your budget. You know, that's always debatable. But the St. Crocs Mojo, I like the whole lot, man. Trying to think what I was looking at. I actually was looking at the Fenric for myself. I was gonna do like a prefigure reel with a Fenric, if that's how you pronounce it. Let's see, under 6 feet. But Yankee, I've been thinking about a figure. That's what I heard good things, bro. So a lot of these guys who've been doing it longer than I have been recommending those. So I'm gonna go with that. I trust them, and you know they're great fisher. All right, so let's see. PGH, thanks, bro. B&M, Silver Cat Magnum Rod, and an Okuma Avenger 40. Thanks, bro. I'm gonna write that down. And honestly, man, that's probably gonna be the setup that I go with. I don't know much about it. You know, I trust you. You know, this is your forte. So thank you for that. I'm really gonna look into it. Let's see. Fishing with Tundra Dan, 20-pound catfish and carp here in Delaware. Nice, man. I need to get up north and do some fishing. I really want to get on some humongous striper. And carp, I aim to catch a carp this year too. The carp, you know, kind of, you know, whipped my butt this year. So I got to get them back for that. Let's see. Those figures come with a good combo ride at Bass Pro Shop. Thanks, Kenny. So yeah, figure for me. I mean, that's what I'm gonna go with too. I need a really good setup. I got some really cool soft plastics that I recently got in for Area 19, which is Kenny. And I can't wait to really test those out. And I'm a big shaky head guy too. I like shaky heads also. Drop shots, I don't love it, you know, quite as much. I think I'm more of a power fisher, but I know if there's one bait that if I have to go to, it's gonna be a soft plastic, a trick worm, and nothing else is biting. So, figure for me, probably it's gonna be next spinning setup. Quick question for you guys: have any of you guys ever caught the same fish twice? I have this spot I fish at, and I believe I caught the same fish twice. I want to go back and try to get her. Now I think she actually put on some weight, and I think she's pushing between 8 and 10 pounds. But she's in a tight place, like it's woods everywhere. I don't know if I can catch her. I mean, I see her just strolling through, man, and then the bluegills just move out the way. You know, I call her Moby Dick. So I hope I can catch her again. She's a monster. So that's what I'm hoping. Let's see. Let me get into some of these questions. Let's see. 30 to 50 pound stripers here, Indian River Inlet. Let's see. In the jetty in Delaware. 30 to 50 pound stripers are crazy. One day I may have to make that trip to Delaware. That is a massive fish. And I would love to try my hand out and catching one of those. Stripers are always been on the bucket list. Let's see. All right, let's see. Peyton Hicks, will you tell me if my fish is my profile pic? Peyton, I think you're referring to your pic on YouTube. I don't know if you're talking about Instagram, but I don't see a pic on there. So let's get back into these comments, guys. Devon, yike time. Yes, I'm working on getting a yike now, which I really need it for these expensive swim baits, so I can target some areas. And if I have to go back and get my bait, I can go there and get it. Hopefully, I have the yike by the beginning of May, or either the first weekend in May. So I'm really excited about having a yike. That's gonna open up a whole new world for me. Oh, and guys, I won't be doing all yike fishing. I am still a hardcore bank fisherman. All right, Decado. Yeah, they go back to the same areas. Okay, cool. That's what I'm hoping, man. I really want to catch that one. Let's see. Kenny put, I have a pig pond fish I have caught a few times. I caught the same smallmouth. It's crazy to catch the same fish multiple times, man. And they grow and get bigger if you catch them and throw them back. So I'm trying to get this fish, guys. Like I think it's like in the 8 to 10 pound range. Let's see. Fishing with Tundra Dan, poppers, swim baits. Fishing with Tundra. If you are fishing from the beach. Okay, cool, man. Thanks for the heads up, buddy, on that. PGH bottom feeders, the rod is 49, the reel is 46, so just over 100. That's still not a price, man. I mean, I know like it takes quality, you know, to get out there and catch good fish sometimes. I mean, you can fish for cheaper stuff, but after a while, like it tears up on you, and I tend to fish a lot. The reel is a Kuma Avenger ABF 40. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out that rod and reel combo you're talking about, man. And that's probably gonna be my first like major catfish rod and reel. Bank fisherman rule, absolutely, buddy. I've been beating on banks for probably the past 10 years. So it's in me, man. And I actually, this time of year with bed fishing, this is the best time for us. So let's get into more of these questions. Let's see. My buddy in Alabama actually caught the same spotted bass a year apart. First time he caught it, he thought it was a fat head. Goodness gracious. Let's see. A flat head and tried to eat it. Took the scales off of it. Wow. Second time he caught it, it had the scar and scales still missing on it. That's pretty unique, guys. It is crazy to catch the same fish twice, but a lot of times they do go back to the same areas. So that's insane. All right. I have a great video on how to make carp bait that is great for year-round bait. Thanks, man. I'm going to check out your video, man. Like I said, I know when it comes to catfishing, carp fishing, that's your skill set, and, you know, that's what you're really great at. Peyton, my biggest bass is 9 pounds. Hey, salute. A 9-pound bass is a stud. That is a humongous bass. So far this year I had an 812, and I think that's probably my second biggest bass. My biggest bass, I didn't have a scale. I think it went between 9 and 10 pounds, but now I have a scale and I travel everywhere I go with my scale. It's super important. Let's see. Kim put, I love carp. Yes, man, I want to catch carp. Things get massive, man. They're insane and they pull super hard. So I enjoy catching carps too. Let's see, dough balls with special sauce for carp in Delaware. Man, you making me want to come to Delaware more and more as we talk, man. Nothing like catching big fish. You can't beat it, man. All right, let's get into some more of these questions, guys. But yeah, I'm pumped, guys, for this year. So far, it's been pretty well for me. I'm gonna continue like fishing super hard. I have a jag now, so I want to test out some new waters and see what I can catch. Let's see. Have you ever caught a trout? I have caught a trout. I actually just bought my trout fishing license again. I hope to go up to Helen pretty soon and do some more trout fishing. I love it, man. It's completely different, you know. Having a waiter that's been out there in the river is truly unique. So I hope to get on some bigger trout. Really haven't caught, you know, anything really big. I don't know how to fly fish quite yet. So I'm out there, you know, with my spinning rod and reel set up catching trout. But I hope to do like multiple trout fishing videos this year. Let's see. Fisherman Thunder Dan. I'm telling you, those carp are no joke. They do move like missiles, man. It's pretty crazy, man. Those things are powerful, man. I had one literally snatch the rod out my hands pretty much almost last time around. Definitely a fun fighting fish, man. So that's why I got to get this set up so I can target some more of those. Just for you guys, input wise, what's some of you guys bucket fish that you truly want to catch? I got a couple myself. Hopefully in the next couple of years I can catch a humongous alligator gar. That has always been one of the fish that I want to catch. So alligator gar is a huge one. Muskie. One day in the future, I would love to go down to the Amazon and catch a couple of fish off my bucket list. The wolffish. The wolffish is insane, and peacock, you know. So I have to say the wolffish, peacock, alligator gar. I would love to catch a tarpon too, and a humongous grouper. The grouper would be insane. I don't know, man. I watched some videos on groupers and it is ridiculous. So let me catch up with some of these comments. I catch carp on crankbaits all the time. That's pretty crazy, man. I bet you think you have a world record bass at first. Let's see. All right. Let's see. You need to fly fish. That is so much fun. Kim, I bet, man. I actually got to learn how to fly fish. I know it seemed like a great time to catch a man and, you know, get in those tight places and not spook fish. Be pretty insane. Let's see, Peyton. A saltwater fish. Yeah, it could be saltwater fish or freshwater fish. Let's see. PGH. I use the reel on my carp rod and reel combo. I have a great video coming out soon. Let me read this. Finish reading this comment. Let's see. Coming out soon for the best rod and reel for carp fishing under 200. All right. I'll definitely be on the watch out for that one, man. Oh, Show Me Bank Fishing. What's up, man? It's good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a while, man, but I hope all is well with you, man. All right, let's see. Do you want a spinning or a bait casting combo? Probably spinning. I mean, what do you recommend would be best for me as far as carp and catfish, man? Like I said, like I don't know as much about this arena. What would you suggest for me as far as spinning or bait casting? I can do both, man. Just let me know. Let me see. Take a fly rod to Jefferson for bed fishing. That'd be pretty crazy, man. I'd probably get my butt whipped, man. I would have line everywhere messed up, man. So that would be pretty insane. All right. So it definitely can be pretty crazy. Let me see. Trying to read some of these comment, guys. Let me go into this. Fishing with Tundra Dan, huge peacock bass. Excuse me. Peacock bass, absolutely, man. In the Amazon, they get humongous. I know down in South Florida they have them. Only thing is they don't get quite as big. So let me see. For carp, you want a spinning bait runner reel. Okay. Appreciate the comment on Decado. Let's see. All right. Peyton. Yeah, hey man, if you want to take me out one day, just hit me up on Instagram, DM me, and we can talk about it and try to figure something out. You know, I'm down with that. I always love exploring new spots, so just hit me up, man. You know, we can talk about it and try to get it figured out. Let's see, my number one bucket list fish is a Wells catfish. Man, you better hold on tight and strap that rod and reel down to you, man, with a Wells catfish. Those things get to be humongous. Those things are massive fish. All right, Show Me bank fishing. What would I use a medium heavy, let's see, extra fast rod for? I actually they're pretty good for worm fishing, I would say, man. Also like jig fishing. That's what I would probably use my medium heavy for. But honestly, man, a medium heavy rod can be used for pretty much a lot of things. Like it's one of the most versatile setups that you actually can use. So those are great all around rods. Just make sure with moderate though, if you use one of those, that's not gonna be the one you actually want to use for like jigs and worms. If you have a moderate one, that's gonna be more so for things like crankbaits and bigger crankbaits. Let's see. Reading James' question. Dude, I use some of your videos as a reference to write logistics paper. I feel like I owe you an S-waiver or some jigs. That's crazy, man. You feel like you owe me something, man. Thanks for watching the videos, man. Let's see.